Ah, hello. Should I put music on? Who are these people who are following me? Ah, ah. Hello, friends. Uh, just testing stream stuff. I'm trying to work on a little bit of overlay things and getting chat box in look nice and overall overhaul stuff. Yes. And also just I need to think about cosplay stuff. Con is coming so soon. But my brain is absolute freaking mush. I've had food poisoning. Like last week is all food poisoning. I feel better now, but my stomach is just not used to eating anything, so I'm just like slowly getting back to eating. I went out. I went to eat out yesterday with a friend. I got Thai food and I really like Thai food. But I barely ate anything and the spicy was just not it. I could feel it burning in my stomach, but that was it. It was fine after that. But I like spicy food a lot, but I guess once you go after a week of eating like gao or porridge, it's hard to eat anything else. Yeah, okay, we're getting back to it. I need to just build up my energy. I have to catch up on a lot of things, including cosplay. Thinking about what I want to do, if cosplays will come in on time. Also, I'm just like torn in between like buying and making cosplay. It's so interesting to live in a time when so many things are accessible now. Like a lot of the things I like would just be so niche, I suppose, and not popular that they wouldn't have pre-made cosplays. But now everything is just like so readily available. It's kind of crazy that I could just like, oh yeah, I want this cosplay, and that it's there, it exists. Move this over a little bit. Maybe just put on. I haven't updated Spotify on my computer in a while, which makes me realize I haven't used Spotify on my computer. Usually I just use Spotify. It's okay. I don't want to go through the hassle of doing that right now. Blah. I was just like rustling. I was trying to do like a carousel of socials. I think it doesn't look bad, right? Right. So put in the Twitch, the Twitter, the Instagram, and the YouTube. So again, yeah, the Twitch highlights are being limited to 100 hours. I have like 400 hours of stuff in my highlights, so I've exported all of them to YouTube. They're on schedule to be posted right now. Right, they're currently going through the bulk of Reverse 1999 stuff. That's set for 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, from now all the way till August, maybe. It's quite a lot of stuff. It's quite a lot of reverse streams. And then after that's done, I'm gonna start exporting all the other stuff. I think it's gonna be a Harvestella after that, and then some of the older streams. No, I have to think of cosplay things. So when it comes to cosplay, it's like there's when I plan for a cosplay for a convention, I usually like to just do whatever I'm doing, right? Like I like what I like, I cosplay what I like. And I've been going to cons for over 10 years now. But and this is a really positive thing. More things that I like are now getting gatherings. And now instead of me just being like I'm going to cosplay whatever I like cuz I'm not going to encounter my kind out in the wild. It's kind of like, oh, I can meet people and we can all be together for a photo. But now it's just like, now I have to plan, do I plan my cosplays around gatherings? It's not like I have this huge repertoire of things I could just pull out and be like, oh yeah, I'm ready for this. I have this ready. Because I'm not that creative, nor am I that efficient to make that many costumes. Now I'm just planning like, do I just make what I like? But what if it turns out this event has this gathering instead, and I could have planned for this gathering versus making whatever the hell I already made. So yeah, thinking about that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to find what's a good delay duration for like the mouth to stop moving. Ah, I can do immediate too. Ah, maybe. Ah, okay. Yeah, so last year I had made some plans for the cosplays. I have accomplished two of my four plans that I made. I have this one with that I haven't finished. In my head, I've like my Miyuki Naba. Hello. I had made that cosplay, but then the dress construction I wasn't really happy with, so I've been trying to think of what to do around it. And I know as the time passed, I have better patterning ideas now, especially with the fabrics I was working with, that there's no stretch in some of the fabrics. Uh, or like I had layered my fabrics. One of them was stretch, one of them was not stretch. And then layering those two was not a good idea because then you eliminate all stretch from doing that process. Now I'm just thinking like, oh, I should have just made like an inner dress and then have like a shell on the outside and then have the shell be larger, lots of like a larger scale, and then I could just wear it over the stretch dress and it would flow okay, and it would have the visual visual thing that I want going on. So I was just like, okay, maybe I have to redo the whole entire dress now. And there's some inner pleatings that I haven't made on the dress. I'm like, I have to make those pleats too. Thank you for the bits. Hello. Thank you. And then working on the wig, I have to get like yeah. I mean, it's interesting because sewing isn't my strongest suit, and it's something I am not excited to learn, but I'm excited for like the end product, right? So I know this is a huge hurdle for me that I have to overcome. But every time I make something, I'm proud of myself. I learn a lot, and it's a good place to be in. So I just have to get over that anxiety to start working on costumes again. And some of the other things, so that's the holdback on that costume. There's Farina I wanted to do from Genshin Impact, but I don't. I as much as I love her default outfit, it's an outfit that does not suit me. I think it's too stuffy. She wears like 5 layers of clothing. So she has a different outfit. She has like this idol-y outfit that was in a Hoyo Fest, and I do like that one a lot. And now it's just a matter of like there's so many pre-made pre-made cosplays now that you can buy. Should I buy that costume or should I make it? But that specific one doesn't have a pre-made one, so it's like, oh, I guess I should buy it. But idol costumes are very hard to sew into pattern because they're not really functional clothing. They're just clothing that looks nice. So it's not like I can make shirt and shorts and it works. It's just like shirt and belts and tassels, and then how do I attach all of it? How can I remove all of it so I can wash everything? Where do I put a zipper in? That kind of stuff. Let's see. I made Ishigami and Kane last year. Kane I can wear for this year. I sold the wig I had used prior because the wig I was using prior was one of my Lolita wigs that is too long for me, too long for my preference. So I just braided that wig for the cosplay, wore it, then I cleaned it, washed it, and then I sold it. But I did buy a new wig for Kane, and now I just hope it comes in on time for Fanime. And then that wig is a good length too that I could use for Bloody Groovy, which I still want to do, but I have no motivation to wear that specific outfit because I don't think it looks good on my figure. It's better for like a straight rectangular figure, in my opinion. And then making that wing, I have ideas in mind to make the wing. I don't want to spoil it because it's a or I don't want to give away my good idea kind of situation. But it's I just have to make I have to make a harness. AX? I don't know if I would wear that outfit for AX because it's kind of like a suit. Kind of like a suit. I don't think I'm gonna post the pictures in the stream. Let me see, let me see, let me see. I can probably just like link for the music video. Twitch chat, Twitch chat. Create. Create. Stream manager. Oh, not stream info. So this is the cosplay, or this is the song, the music video, and then the cosplays from that. And I like his outfit a lot. The thing that really gets me is the golden rib cage in the middle. I really want to make it, but it's just kind of like wow, wow, wow. I gotta do that. So I mean, I'm sure eventually I'll get around to doing it. Yeah, VVS kind of was fine when I wore it for Anime Expo. It's incredibly hot. I was absolutely dying last year. It was so hot. I have to tailor the pants. Hello, welcome. It's a this is a P crew that has commercial rights. It's in what is it? I linked it in the Twitch like about section in the channel. I don't know what those things are called. But it's like P crew animal. And that's the one that I use. It's cute, it's a dog. Yeah, the VVS Kane that I made works, or it was fine last year when I wore it. I just have to tailor the pants. They're too big on me, so I have to tailor them. But I don't know how to tailor the pants because they're like cargo pants. And for pants, you know, you have the seams, right? You have a seam on the leg, left side and a right side, inner and outer seam. And cargo pants pockets cover the outer seam. And I don't know how confident I am in removing this pocket and then sewing the leg, taking it in, and then sewing the pocket back. I don't trust myself to do that quite well. So I was like thinking, what if from the top, from the waistband, but the waistband is elasticated. But I was like, what if I make hooks on the outside and then I can like make loops and then fold the waistband over and hook it onto these loops. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I was like, then you can create pleats from that way and it might look interesting, but it would also interfere with the damn pockets. And I don't know. I don't know how to tailor cargo pants correctly. Sewing scares me as much as I have to do it. And then, aside from that, there's also, hello, welcome. There's, um, it's a dog. I was just testing some stream stuff because I was like, I don't want to play games right now, and I just like, oh, I could just stream and talk, but there's no visual intrigue, so I was just like, I have to throw something up on the screen. So here you go. This one's Bloody Groovy. This one's VVS. And then let me go grab the last one. Thank you. I don't use this too often. I used to. I used to use like this is Veadotube. That's the program to use for the animations and popping it up on screen on stream. I used to use it more, but then there's one point where having this and like a computer game and OBS made my computer want to explode. So I stopped. But they did make a new version of the program, and I think it's lighter and it's more efficient. Maybe I'll try it. Yeah. Here's some visual intrigue. And then also working on like socials carousel, which is the bottom left, having a logo. Or not logo, just like the name on the screen. And I think this is sufficient. You know, this doesn't look that bad. The only thing I have issues with is the chat box. Trying to get like a good size. Could increase the text size. Trying to get a good enough size on this. Because I don't want chat to... When I play a game, sometimes chat can be too big. And it's like... It covers part of the screen, you know? So I don't want to do that. But on here, it would be fine. But I don't know if I want to make like 2 separate widgets to get it to work. I mean, I could. That's probably a good idea. Then I don't have to like go through resize, go back, unresize each time. Okay, I'll think about it. Let's start with this don't crash stream. Don't crash. Stop. Stop. What's going on? Stop it. Yeah. I mean, that's part of what this stream is for too, which is testing things. So I also put in a widget, which is on the BRB screen. I can like flick to it in a second, which shows the current game that I'm streaming or the current category that I'm in. And that's something I could put on each stream I'm doing as well. Because I'm, yeah, just thinking about like when I export all my VODs onto YouTube, how much of that information's lost. When I export things to YouTube, for example, the game category gets lost and it categorizes my video as like automobile. I don't know. I have like 200 videos over there that I have to manually edit to fix the categories now. And then, yeah, you lose the chat too when you export, so that's why I wanted to find a nice way to put it onto the stream. Haven't found the perfect way to do it yet, but I'll work on it. But yeah, so the other outfit I was thinking of making was Ishigami's I Show You Show Drops, which is the new song that EDO's made for their 2nd anniversary. And it's kind of it's cheerleader-esque, it's idol-y-ish, it's like athletic idol look. And I don't think it's that bad to make. So I can think about it. I think the hardest part is going to be getting a good color for her. Whether I just get like white fabric and dye it, but it's also really hard to get a good even color in dyeing fabrics. I don't have a big enough pot to do that, for example. I only have small pots. But then, yeah. I don't think sewing is that bad. I've sewn athleisure athletic-y clothes before. I work with spandex and like scuba and stuff, so it's not the scary part. And then wearing that would be nice weather for Anime Expo. Yeah. Some cosplays that I wanted to do was Reverse 1999, Sophia, her Manus outfit, which I'm a big fan of. I could throw that one on stream. I'm just a little conscious about putting like the music video arts when I look on hindsight, because those are all commissioned pieces by the artists for the music video, so I don't want to misuse their stuff for it. But this is like an art from a game, so I think that's okay. Input, image, source, typing, image file, browse. And when people cosplay, there shouldn't be this expectation to make a new thing every year, like a new thing every show or something, you know? I think it's up to each person what they want to do. If you want to do that personally, then by all means, if it's not hurting you, then go ahead. But don't do it because someone expects it from you. I've had some people say it to me, and like I never appreciate it when people act that way. Okay, this is Sophia that I want to make. But I found out, I don't know where to put this. I was like, oh, they sell this. There's a pre-made one that people are selling, but it doesn't look the way that I like. Or it was not my interpretation that I would go for. Like certain things, I'm like, oh, I would have used this material. I would have used that material. So I was just like, it's not worth buying the cosplay to replace all of it. It's just like I could just use that money to make everything entirely. Isn't it so cool? She's from Reverse 1999. She's this misfit in a cast on an island, and then she turns to the evil side. So this is her evil outfit. Freaking cool! Look. How do I make this bigger? Look at the skeleton hands. They're so cool. So like some of the pre-made outfits, zoom enhance exactly. Some of the pre-made outfits that I've seen, they would use like blue beads. If you think of like Mardi Gras necklace beads, it's those kinds of beads in blue. But I'm like, what if I get like geodes or something and I like look for fake crystals? Yes! Exactly. That's the one I want to do too. I like bones. I like bones. Teeth are included in bones. I have this fascination with teeth as well. That's why when I like talk about Tooth Fairy and Reverse 1999, people are like, "Oh, she's such a weirdo for collecting teeth." I'm like, "No, but I kind of get it. I don't collect teeth, but I kind of get it." But it's so cool. So I was just like, "Yeah, geode stuff would be cool." I was looking at this one. So she has this shawl on her, and it is see-through. You can see through it. And on the pre-made ones, they had it's like an organza or chiffon, and then they have these printed glittery blue and gold stuff on her. But there is some texture to it, right? It's not just the chiffon or glitter. To me, I'm like, what if I do like a Dupioni silk and like this gold and this blue? But I think that's hard as hell. And I don't know how to get this pattern. I'm not that talented when it comes to textiles and sewing. But I'm like, a girl can dream, you know? A girl can have a vision and work towards it. And so it'd be fun for it to be something for me to work on long term. And then getting this part would be interesting too. Having this blue torn part. And this doesn't make sense in like the fabric world, you know, kind of like how do you I mean you could, it's just hard to make. Having this see-through fabric and then this opaque fabric woven together and then torn up, but to maintain this shape, then have these accessories on. And then having these cutouts, these rivets in it, these tassels. I love tassels, by the way. Super into it. And then she has these accessories, jewelry. This is very cool. I love this outfit. Black nails. Can never go wrong with black nails. I always have black nails for my cosplays. Yeah, big fan. The jewelry is really nice too. This looks like a bitch to make though. Sorry. I do swear. Not that often, but not at people. Just at things. But just like imagine, oh, I have to carve 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hands and like a leg to make this amulet. Oh, I don't think you can see the cursor. How do I zoom? How do I zoom with the mouse? Oh no, the background. Character designers hate us exactly. I'm waiting for the art book to come out. Okay, let me just lock everything before I start moving everything around. Enhance. See? There's like a fist, a hand, another hand, a hand, a hand, and a hand. I don't want to carve 6 hands. I'm not that skilled. But so I would buy that and then make absolutely everything else in the cosplay. I did buy a wig already. I bought the wrong wig when I realized that it's okay. She would need a lace front. I wasn't paying attention and I just bought a regular wig. But I mean the wig I got for her, I got it at around like 3,600 yen, which is about 30 USD. If I bought a lace front wig in this length, it would easily be $80. So I was just like, you know, it's okay. It's alright. Oh, no, what happened? Okay. Yeah, that's one of the cosplays I want to make long term. The opposite of enhance. Yeah, and then there's that one. Maybe I can do a crop of the other ones. Yeah, so they have a pre-made one for her, and even if I don't want to wear it or if I don't want to buy that one, you can still get a lot of insight from it, right? Because cosplay, everyone, when they make a cosplay, it's their interpretation of the character and the outfit. And have a lot to learn from doing that. So it's like, oh, they use this material. I would use this material instead. And that's still worthwhile because it shows me, it eliminates the options for me. Where it's like, I don't like that draping, or I do like that draping. What can I do to replicate it or mimic it and learn from it? So, yeah, yeah, just that kind of thinking stuff. But my my brain has just been mush, you know. I had that food poisoning for a week and I haven't been eating a lot. And when you eat porridge for a week, you're not getting enough calories to your brain. You can't really do anything. It's just working on recovering, eating properly, and then using being creative requires a lot of brain power. Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry, friends. We'll get there. Yeah. Then there's I show you show VVS, and then I have the Ishigami one that I wore last year for con, and I'm thinking to do VVS Kane and then Ishigami for Fanime this year. I might bring a third costume. It depends. Because I don't know what the gatherings are this year. And like I said, I'm really fortunate that a lot of my interests are having gatherings now. So it's like I can go there, meet people, and then cosplay. And, you know, it's fun taking pictures together. And, um, yeah, but now I'm just like, do I make my cosplay plans around gatherings? Do I wait for the gatherings to come out to then start making the cosplays? And I don't think that's good. That's really gonna rush me, and I staff for con, so I don't have that flexibility in my schedule to go crazy. And I probably shouldn't. Yeah. And then I always love Paradox Live, and I like going to the Paralive gatherings too. And I would like to have another outfit for Anne. That's me personally. That's what I want. But I've also had just like I've had people tell me strange remarks that I'm not a fan of, which is people have been like, "Oh, no new costume this year? Are you wearing the same one as last year?" And it's like, "Are you gonna buy me a cosplay? Are you gonna like commission me to make a new cosplay?" It's like, why do you think you can comment on that? There's this advice I saw from a cosplay maker. Um, her name is Anya Panda, I believe. Anya Panda. And she says, if you're gonna talk to a cosplayer, give them either like a critique or advice or criticism or something. If it's something they can't fix in 15 minutes, don't tell them. If it's something like, hey, you're missing a prop, or like, hey, your wig is styled incorrectly. If they can't fix that in 15 minutes, then don't tell them because it's not going to make them feel better. If it's something like, hey, your sleeve is falling off, can I help you fix it? Or like, your sleeve's falling off, like, here's a mirror. That's perfectly fine, you know? But if you're there to just, I'm sure people don't mean harm, you know? And it's, I don't know. Yeah, people just need to be more mindful about how they talk to others. And I don't think there's anything wrong with rewearing cosplays. You put your time and effort into making it, or you put your money into buying it and praying to shipping gods it like arrives perfectly, then what's wrong with wearing it again? If it's a character you love, that's perfectly fine. I'm not self-conscious of that, but it's just kind of like I have to work up the nerve to tell someone, like, not talk back to them, but to like stand up for myself and be like, well, I like this cosplay and I like this costume, I like the character. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. I've also, but yeah, so for Anne, I was trying to think of what other outfit from them that I really like. I could make that too. Yeah. Oh, there's no reason to make people feel bad. It's just a hobby for people to have fun. But seriously, it's like, why rain on someone's parade like that? I also have cosplay whiffs that, oh, have totally been killed for me. It's so sad. There's costumes that I like, and I have worked on it a lot. But then I've had people in chat and in person be like, hey, I only want you to wear this character. And if I talk about another character that I'm cosplaying, I'm like, oh, I have this and I have that. And they're like, but I want to see you wear this character instead. Like, I like you when you wear this character. And I'm just like, this feels weird. Like, don't talk to me like that. And it's, I don't know how to phrase it. It's like, I'm not a doll. Like, you can't tell me what to wear or who to cosplay as, and you can't talk down on the other things that I like to cosplay. It's very weird. I think think of it like, let's say you're streaming a game, right? And then you stream a different game for once, and someone's like, but I like it when you stream the other game. Stream the other game instead. And you get that kind of feedback all the time. It's like it demotivates you from doing what you like. But at the same time, it's like you don't want to, if you do go back to streaming the other game, it's kind of like giving in to them. But you're not. You're just doing whatever you want to do. And so because I've had people make those comments towards me, it's really put me off of cosplaying certain characters. Even though I like them so much and I have like made a lot of progress on them. Kind of sad. It's don't be weird. Don't tell people that, like if someone's asking you, or if someone makes a poll or like is accepting submissions and be like, what character would you like me to cosplay? That's when you can tell them. But if someone posts their whip and be like, hey guys, look what I worked on, I really like it, and then you reply, but I like it when you cosplay this other character instead, go work on that. It's like, get out of here. You're not welcomed here anymore. Stop it. Ugh. Yeah, so I have like two or three whips that are just gathering dust because I don't feel inclined to work on them anymore. Because people be weird. Don't be weird. Don't do that. Don't be creepy. Don't be weird. Don't put pressure on people to do things. But then, yeah, that kind of thing takes up my mental space, which is like, I want to work on these cosplays. Oh, but I still have these ones to work on. Oh, I'm almost done with that one. But it's like, but I don't want to wear it because I'm like, what if I see them at con and they make me feel uncomfortable? And it's like, oh, ugh. And I'm not like, what is it? I'm sort of combative. I'm not the type to retaliate, though. It's like if someone does something to me, I'll do my best to stand up for myself, speak up for myself, but I won't do it back to them. I'm not like, if I see them in the same costume, I'm not gonna be like, bitch, why are you in the same costume? No, I'm not like that at all. No, I wish people could just feel how uncomfortable they make others feel. I wish I could see how insensitive they're being. Yeah. Let's see. So another cosplays that I have like gotten. This is a cosplay that I bought, and the costume has arrived. I haven't tried it on yet, and the wig has been ordered, but it has not. It's in shipping, and I do surface shipping from Japan because EMS and DHL are like in the hundreds. It's quite expensive, but that sea shipping be $30. It's very appealing, and now I just pray it arrives on time for con. Um, Koyanagi Ro Scream cover. I've really been looking forward to it, and yeah, I hope it comes through. It's also just I like the cosplay, but I worry about people being weird. But I want to wear it, and I worry about yeah the weirdos. Yeah, save money wherever you can, dude. Cosplay's expensive. Why is our hobby just like blowing money in every way possible, you know? Where? Where is it? Where is it? There's another good cover that came out recently, which is Kitsami Koyanagi, Ruri, and Meruto. They did Ultra C, and it's so good. They're singing so good. I love the outfits too. Hmm. Where did they go? Where? Yeah, some people are, I don't know, they they don't think before they speak. Or they're very, very entitled and they just say whatever they like because they think they deserve to. They thought wrong. Like, obviously, I'm like a Niji Sanji fan. And is it dominating a lot of my cosplay plans? Yeah, that's perfectly fine. um, I'm having fun, and I don't want anyone to just talk down on me and say, like, hey, but I like this instead. And you should cosplay this. It's do I say it? Do I say it? It kind of feels like fetishy when someone says it to me. You know, it's just like, well, I want you to wear this instead. I'm like, that feels really gross. I don't like it when someone talks to me like that. I mean, the fortunate thing though is that person is like, they haven't been interacting with my social media in about like 2 years or so. Or that like a couple of people, they haven't, and I don't know if I've blocked them. I think they're just like their accounts are like gone. Yeah. But it still sullies my experience with the cosplays that I've worked on. It's like I used to post whips for those costumes and they would only show enthusiasm for it. And if I post anything else then they would talk down on whatever I am doing. It's like, oh. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Kinda crummy. Okay, yes. So I have to do cosplay stuff, you know. I have to do patterning. I have to do like design drafting. I have to do patterning and then cut fabrics, sewing, make accessories, make jewelry. Yes, may they forever be in the shadow realm. Exactly. May they stay there and not be welcomed back. And if they do come back, then I'll just like get the stick and like whack them away. Oh, that's something that's kind of silly. Not silly, I don't know. Something I have to be mindful of, I guess, is when I cosplay at Fanime, because I am staff there, I often wear a radio, and if I cosplay, I have to have a like a belt or something that I can put the radio on. I have to wear. Should I get an inner ear? Like maybe wear like an earwig or something. Yeah, I have a radio on, and I mean I do genuinely use the radio for like its intentional purposes, but sometimes it's like if someone creepy approaches me and acts in an unsavory behavior, I'll just like slowly motion to the radio, and I'm just like, if need be, I could phone home right now. It kind of wards people off a little bit when I have it, which is nice. Ugh. I oftentimes when I wear my radio, I have like these crazy encounters. Like I have seen snakes on concourse before. Like I was walking around with my friends and I had my radio on at the time. And then I was just like, okay, like let's walk around and like we'll go from dealers back to our staff room. And then like I walk and I look up and I'm like, hey guys, you can go back to the staff room first. I just saw some people carry giant snakes on concourse. I have to go follow them and call concourse or like call the radio now. And I would like turn around. My friends were like, what? Like make a U-turn, go back, follow, talk to con staff on the radio and be like, hi, it's Leanne. Radio in to, this department. I'm in dealer's hall and I see people with giant snakes on concourse. Can I get help, please? Thank you. And then I just like kind of walk from them from a distance. They're not disruptive or anything, and they weren't doing anything bad or malicious. They just had these snakes on them. And then, yeah, the other staff came in and like located them and they're like, thanks for keeping an eye on them. We'll take it from here. I'm like, yeah, cool, thank you. And then I was like, I kind of want to look at the snakes and keep following because I like animals. But I was just like, they need to do their duties. So I don't want to get in the way. But I like animals, which is why I was there looking. Yeah, they were these really, really big snakes. The snake was probably, I don't know my snakes. Like, I don't know species and stuff. The diameter of the snake was easily, like, at least 6 inches in diameter. It was huge. It would, like, there's 2 individuals. One snake wrapped around, like, an arm and the neck. And the other snake was big enough to wrap around the person's entire torso and neck. And I'm like, wow, cool. So when I first saw the snakes, the first second was like, wow, cool, snakes. And then the second was, wait a second, there shouldn't be snakes in concourse. And I'm like, okay, let's go check out what's happening. Yeah, so it's important to have the radio on me. There's also been other instances where there would be like, oh, there's this person who's like being really like rude or something to other attendees, and I would just happen to pass by them like 10 minutes later and I have my radio on me and I'm like, well, I think I see them. They're in this location. And someone come like help back, like whatever they need to talk to them, address them, whatever. It's like, I'm here and they're here. Okay. Yeah, I have high encounter stat, If I was like a Pokemon trainer, every step I took would be encountering like God in Pokemon form, and it'd be a situation to handle. I don't know. There are other things that I've seen, and I don't know what I can like. Some of them I can talk about, but some of them I can't. But that's why I value Anime Expo so much, because I don't staff at Anime Expo. I just go and I have fun, and I just try not to care about, like, I don't want the unnecessary extra worries of certain things. Like, I don't want people to be like, well, you're not wearing the cosplay that like, I think is cooler. And I'm like, no, I don't have time for that. Just let me have my fun. Go away. Have an interesting prop. Oh, yes, of course. I'm happy. I'm always happy to be at anime and serving the community, serving the attendees. It's a real honor to me. I've been staffing there for over 10 years now, so it'll be a very big part of my life. I've attended there for over almost 15 years, I think. And then I staffed for a good majority of it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so for props, it's really interesting. When I make props, I have to be mindful of which cons have certain prop rules because every con has their different policies, and cons change policies over time. And I do cosplays for conventions. I wear so I like need cosplays that are durable to an extent. I can wear them, walk around in them, move in them. But especially like heels and shoes are taken into account for that. And my props are all have to be within policy because I'm not doing these for shoots where I can carry them out or take them to like studios, take photos on my own, then bring them home. They have to be con safe. And I've had situations where I can bring something to AX, but I cannot bring it to Fanime. And then not vice versa, actually. I feel like Fanime is stricter on prop policy, on piece bounding than AX is. AX is kind of like no metal, and then Fanime is it's like, this could hurt someone, so probably not. But policies change and develop over time as always. I haven't brought a prop recently to AX to my knowledge. I haven't had a piece bound anything recently. I love Fire Emblem, right? But no Fire Emblem cosplays so far because I haven't had anything that really inspired me. I didn't play the latest game. Oh yeah, that reminds me though. When it comes to cosplay groups, friends, just cosplay what you want. Don't let people push you into a role. Don't make people push you into a cosplay you don't want to do. I also have like wits from cosplay groups that were kind of put onto me because I didn't stick up for myself. Um, yeah. Now it's just sitting there and I'm like, I don't know what to do with these. My buddy had a ginormous gun. We had to split into two pieces and pretend that they were two guns in order to get around AX size restrictions. Haha. Well, what if they were two guns, And then you just combine them into a bigger one. My friend has a model gun like that, where it's like three separate guns that you can attach together into a singular gun. So the concept is real, It's not like made up. It's not pulled from thin air. I had a Fire Emblem cosplay group, and I wanted to cosplay Edelgard, and but my friends were like, "Oh, this group can't like we already have an Edelgard, and they're like we're avoiding duplicates, so you do Bernadetta instead." And I was just like, "Oh, but I don't like Bernadetta's costume. I don't like her hair." I don't know. I really wanted to be part of the group because it's fun to be in a cosplay group. But in the end, because I didn't feel any heart towards the cosplay, I didn't work on it. But I bought all the materials, and so I just have those materials and some parts sitting there. I did work on the wig. I worked on the wig on stream. That was a while ago too. But I was working on that wig, and I worked on all the parts, accessories, and yeah. Now the group never happened, and I just have this material sitting there. Which character do you want to cosplay? In that group, the one I'm in this story I'm speaking specifically does is Edelgard. I like Edelgard. Also, me and Edelgard are similar in height. I think I look better in a blonde wig than I do in a purple wig. I did get a blonde wig, or no, a white wig recently. That would fit for Edelgard actually. Someone in a Discord server that I'm in was selling a lot of their wigs that they like never wore or wore once or just like tried on, and so I was able to get a wig in some parts. It's like lace front Arta wig in white, long, long length, and I was like, oh, it's good. I bought it because I'm like, first of all, lace fronts are really expensive, and I got it at a really good price. Second, it's white, so I could dye it into any color I need. And then third, it's long, so I can cut it if I need to as well. It's a very versatile wig to start off with. But now that I look at it, I could do Edelgard. I don't know if I would do Edelgard now. I think it depends on some of her outfits. Fire Emblem Heroes always be coming out with new outfits. I don't keep up with that game. That game is crazy. It's like in its, what, 8th year or something? And the Fae Pass is still extremely expensive. Mhm. Yeah, for this year though, maybe I can make a. Where's my mouse? Oh, mouse, you froze. Why? Okay. So, I do have some ideas for cosplay this year. I don't know if I can get the Sophia one on time. Cosplay ideas. This is a simple text box. I don't think I could be making columns or anything. Anime 2025. Okay. Whoa. Default. It's not smart enough for me to do like columns. Okay, let me make it smaller. Whoa. Whoa. Select font. I mean, the font's fine. Select color. That's fine. Background. Properties. Background. Notification from Fire Emblem Heroes. No, I'm fine. I'm not reading that. Background color. There we go. So these are some of the ones I have in mind. So for Fanime 2025, which is this year, Niji Sanji Ishigami Nozomi default Niji Sanji Kane VVS. And then for Anime Expo, let's do question mark. I do want to do this one. Nanagi wrote dream question mark. Yeah, these are the ones that I have in mind. To Olivia. No, they're so long. Wait. Oh no! Oh no, I messed up. It's because I duplicated it. Here, me. No. Duplicate. I always get confused on how sources work. Yeah, so this is what I'm thinking for cosplays this year. Um, Usually what I do, whatever, I make new things for Anime Expo, and then I wear it for next year's Fanime. And then the process starts again where I make a new thing for Anime Expo. I can make new things for Fanime, however, it's just because I staff there and I'm often really busy, especially like right before con, we have a lot of things we need to do, and I'm just not available at that time. Yeah, that's the plan so far. I would like to make Sophia, which is the one on the right side, but I don't know if that's something I can make in time, given my skill set. And also given the fact that Joanne's is closing, and for me to order all my fabric online, that takes time now versus me running to the store, you know? It's not as convenient. And sometimes when you're searching things online, you just get paralyzed by all your options, and you have to do a lot of research. Like, is this the right size? Is this the right pleat size? Is this the right button size? Versus going online or going in person, when you have limited options, it's easier to narrow down what you want and just be like, yeah, this works, that works, this is good enough, that's fine. Call it a day, buy it. Sad face. So many memories of going to Joanne's in con season, you know? Sad face. Michael's doesn't have the selection. Same selection. No. I do like to buy or make costumes because it makes me be really intentional in what I do. I think I've learned a lot about what, I don't know, what is it? Because I make something, it's very intentional. I have to put a lot of time and effort into it. And when I start something, I'm just like, I feel very encouraged to complete it. But at the same time, though, sometimes some things need to stop and be given up on, and like, you need to quit. It's okay to be a quitter, right? And I need to learn that. It's okay to be a quitter. But what the hell do you do with a cosplay, like, whip? You can't sell it. Maybe? I don't know. Like, I don't want to throw it away. Then it's like, do I finish it? Do I not finish it? What do I do with this? Ugh. Come on, brain. Gather all your brain power. Think of which freaking cosplays you want to do this year. That's another idea I had. I thought of doing A3 as well. For, cope and tell yourself you'll finish it one day. But I don't have the room to store everything. What do we do then? Whoa. Tai Chi. I have other cosplays in mind too. Maybe I can find the Farina image. Give me a second. Hmm. What's the best way for me to get this to myself? Okay, while I'm working on this, what are you all thinking for cosplaying? What do you like to do? Wind advisory? Tomorrow, 100% chance of rain. It's been so nice. We've been having 70-degree days. It's been so nice. I don't want it to drop back down to like 30, 50. I'm trying to think of other crazy stories that I have. There was one year at Fanime. Um, uh, I had a really, really creepy encounter. Someone was acting very obsessive towards me. They were like filming me and stuff and like live streaming me from a distance. It was very bad. And then I remember we got it reported and we got everything taken care of. And I just remember on the last day of con, I was so sad because that person they really went out of their way to make me feel uncomfortable. And then I remember the staff, some staff, there's like a staffing department who look after the staff, right? They're the people who handle our registration as staff members, and they like get us our foods and waters and stuff. And then they saw that I was having a really bad day, and they're just like, "Oh, would you like, extra food or anything? Would you like to feel better?" Or like to feel better. And then I was just like, "Oh, I don't know. I'm sure. What do you have?" And they're like, "We have this, this, and this." And I was like, "Oh, I like mashed potatoes." And then they gave me a whole tray of garlic mashed potatoes, like a party size serving tray. And they're like, "Okay, we heard you like mashed potatoes, so here you go." I'm like, "Thanks, everyone." I just like eat mashed potatoes. It was sweet. I mean, like, it was a sweet gesture, you know? It was funny. It was the last day of con. I didn't have to do anything. Or I was like pretty much done with my responsibilities and I could like sit back and take it easy, and they're just like, "Well, here's some mashed potatoes to like make you feel better just a little bit." They were separate from like the staff members who handled the situation. It's not like their solution to everything was giving you mashed potatoes. That's not what I'm saying. The situation was handled properly. It was like addressed and everything. And then in addition to that, in order to in effort to make me feel better, they're like, "Would you like extra food, extra serving of food?" And then they gave me a giant tray. I know I've told this story on stream a few years ago. Oh yeah, it was I don't know this dude. He genuinely like a large tray of garlic mashed potatoes could solve most situations. Yeah, who doesn't love mashed potatoes and who doesn't like garlic? But yeah, this dude was just like he. I was in cosplay that day, I remember, and then the first day I met him, I was in cosplay, and he just kept like looking in my direction. And then the second day, I was not in cosplay, but he would still look at me at my department, and then so I was like, oh, this guy recognizes me when I'm in and out of cosplay then. And then sometimes he would wait for me when I like walk outside, I'm like by myself or something, then he would come up and say strange, obsessive things to me. And I would just like say, I don't appreciate it, I don't like the way that you're speaking to me. And then it just kept escalating after that. And then it'd be like I would catch him with like his phone out. And then there was one time I was like, oh, please stop doing that. And he's like, oh no, I'm live streaming you to my entire audience. Like, how dare you turn me down in front of everyone? You must apologize and like show your dedication or something to me. And I was just like, um, this is not okay. It was pretty bad. So when I had a moment to myself, I reported it and had people come in to help me. But then they insisted that they were not doing anything wrong the entire time, and the staff who were helping me with that situation, they they were able to like make sure all the footage and stuff was deleted, and they like had them do it in front of they had him do it in front of the staff so they can see everything was removed and deleted. And they were just like, oh, but that person still does not feel any remorse. They don't feel bad for what they did. They don't think they did anything wrong. There's a chance that they might want to attempt it again. And then we were able to get things handled, and I haven't seen that person at con after that, fortunately. But yeah, people be crazy. People be wild, and then there's nice people out there who want to protect you and like look after you, and then they give you mashed potatoes. I don't let that kind of stuff scare me off from going to cons. So cons are supposed to be fun and safe for everyone, and that's what I ensure, or not. I ensure. I do my best to ensure. I offer um that courtesy, and I like extend that grace to someone if someone comes up to me and be like, hey, um I don't feel comfortable, or like this person makes me feel unsafe, like can I get help? And I like trust them and do my best to assist in any way. That's really important to me. Cosplay's not consent, friends. You don't go around just video recording someone, okay? That's not appropriate. Have you guys heard of the bread Jesus of anime? There would be a guy cosplaying as Jesus, and he would pass out bread to attendees to eat. And they're like, oh, you have to stop that because we don't know if someone's gonna have a problem with eating this unknown bread that's being distributed, so please stop that. So if someone you don't know offers you mashed potatoes, don't take that either, okay? Don't eat food you don't know. Hmm. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to upload something. Okay. Dropbox. Do I have to update Dropbox though? No, it's good. Okay. Cool. Dropbox. Upload. Signed out. Oh man, I don't remember my password. The worst. Sign in code. I'm gonna share with you a cover that I've just been obsessed with. It's so good. Do you have any tips for cosplay gatherings? The one I ran last AX went pretty smooth, but I've been trying to think of ways to bump it up. No, I've never ran a cosplay gathering before. If I can think of something from like my personal experience of attending cosplay gatherings, I think one is have a megaphone so you don't have to scream and so everyone can hear you. That's one. Two, have a list of the groups you want to take pictures of. So if it's like, for example, an idol series, you do by units, or you can do by companies. You can do by colors because like every character has a character color. You can do by colors, that kind of stuff. If there are relationships of any kinds in there, so like, oh, there are certain couples or there are certain like families or sibling dynamics, you have them take pictures together. You can do by series, so if it's Fire Emblem, they do like the first Fire Emblem and then like Fire Emblem 1, 2, 3, 4, that kind of stuff. If um if you have merch, you know, the people a lot of do like Itza bag photos together or like plush photos together, Nui photos. Request section if anyone has anything fun they want to do. I've been obsessed with this cover, Ultra C. I've been to some where they bring games too. Megaphone is big brain, yes. Do yourself a favor. Don't hurt your throat. Don't hurt your voice. Oh, I think location and timing is very important too, especially if you're gonna do Anime Expo. Like, don't do midday out in the sun in like LA Live. I got a terrible tan from that last year, and I was just like sweating and I wanted to die. Um, so like if you could do earlier times, that's good. You could do afternoon is fine too. You can do shaded areas like the stairs or by that parking structure. It also depends on the size of your gathering. Some people bring games, card games to play together. And some people even bring like water and snacks, which is very, very generous and very, I'm sure everyone would appreciate that. And starting gatherings on time is really good because if you start late, people come and they don't have any direction or guidance, they might just leave. So starting on time is good, and then I think use up your whole time slot because some people may come late, and that's just, you know, how con goes. Everyone's busy, we're all going places. They might come in like 10, 15 minutes late, but you don't want to end the gathering early because there's like, then they miss their chance to be a part of this, like either a new community or new photo opportunity. So having people stay around as much as they can. Don't hold people, you know, but just like having something to do to have people to stay is fun. And then at the end, just like encourage group photos with everyone at the end. Like we're gonna start with a group photo now, catch everyone who's here at the moment, and then we're gonna go into individual unit or series or companies or factions or divisions, and then we're gonna do a big group photo again at the end, and then we can do like our merch photos at the end as well. And then take requests. And I think having that kind of plan and communicating that plan with people lets them know, like, oh yeah, I have a friend who's coming and they'll come for the last photo or they'll come for the first photo because they have to go somewhere. Then it's nice. What other gathering experience do I have? Oh, wait, photos? Who's taking the photos and how you're gonna get the photos to everyone. So you can do like a Google Drive album. I don't know how conventions do it. Conventions may have like a shared photo space to upload to. That might be a thing as well. You might want to do like a Discord server beforehand and advertise your gathering. Gathering business cards, the QR codes to put a drive. Yes, see? Yes, excellent planning. Yeah, you can do advertising for them beforehand. So you can be like, hey everyone, we're having a gathering at this point. If you want to coordinate, we have a Discord server. It's like for example, sometimes I'm like people don't want to or people are hesitant to cosplay, but if they're like, oh, you're doing like the remaining group members and I'll do this member too, then they can coordinate, you know, they make new friends. And then in that space, you have a place for people to like advertise their socials, and they can reconnect after con as well. And they can, you know, collect all their photos at once. I had a good experience with that last year for the Niji Sanji gathering, which is they had a Discord server set up, and then I could join it in advance and then have an idea for like live updates of like, oh, we're meeting up in this space at this time, and these are like an approximate ideas of the units that are going to be there, of the time, or like the order of photos we're doing. And then at the end of con, they would post all their photos in that server as well. And they were like, you're free to use a channel to advertise yourself. Like, these are my cosplays and these are my social things. Hello, welcome. Yeah. So, okay, let's sum up, or let's collect some of the thoughts that I put out. Okay, gathering. If you have a Discord server or like a group of some sort to advertise in advance, and for people to bring up at the end, right? Or people to reconnect with at the end. And then this is also builds a community for future gatherings, right? Then you all have something to look forward to for next year, because you're in this space with people. If you have a megaphone, it saves your voice and you can address everyone without being super loud. Oh, you can also bring a speaker for music, and it just kind of adds to the lively atmosphere, makes it a little bit fun. It's like you play songs from that series. You have an order in advance of the photos you want to do. Take a group photo in the beginning and take a group photo at the end. And then if people want to do merch as well, you can tell people and advertise you're doing merch photos, because some people come to gatherings not as cosplayers. It's kind of like a fan gathering as well. And so people can come, bring their Itza bags, bring their merch to participate and feel a part of it without just standing and looking at the people in wigs and stuff. What else is there? If, depending on gathering size, you can bring card games, you can bring water, bring some snacks, having a designated place for photos, having a photographer. So either you do like a manual remote camera, or you have someone taking the photos for you, and preferably have a camera, because most people already have their phones. If you can offer like a different kind of photo, that's cool. Then that has people like rely on the gathering and be like, oh yeah, it's worth going to this thing that people are hosting. These are just things that I've picked up on from experiencing gatherings. I've never hosted myself, but these are the things I appreciated from going to different gatherings. I know some cons, when you make a gathering. Yeah, of course. Happy to help in any way. Some cons, they assign you, or they have photographers ready for you. So they just like meet you at the spawn, they take the photos for you, and then they upload it to whatever photo sharing space they use. But not all cons have that. So you do have to keep the photographer in mind and maybe coordinate with the gatherings department to see what their situation is or what they're able to offer. Yeah, having that business card is a good idea. Having that QR code for like a shared photo space, and then if they have if they have that like shared Discord or group space, they can refer to join after. Longer the days of Facebook groups. AX isn't, unfortunately. Thankfully, one of the guys in my group is good with the big camera. That is awesome. That is perfect. AX is too big. Oh, and then there's this thing about AX gatherings which I never quite understood, which is AX has multiple gatherings of the same series or the same franchise. And it makes people kind of split on which one to go to. It's a good and a bad, right? For example, like, oh, I'm busy Saturday, but they have a gathering again on Sunday. I'll go to the Sunday one. But then you don't want the gatherings to compete with each other. And then furthermore, sometimes like the series will host official gatherings, like at their like booth or something in exhibition hall. You don't want to compete with that either. Then it's having if you can establish a gathering and have it keep it going for many years, and people will know like this is the gathering and they can all expect to go to one together versus like, oh, I don't know which day to go to, and oh, there's so many. And then when you split up the crowd, you get fewer participants in each one of them. Loki super proud of the business card idea. They had some cool Gundam art with the AX and the year on it, plus the code. And we got a buddy to take some raffle tickets to him. That's really, really cool. If you host a giveaway at your gathering, that's really cool too. That'd be really fun. That'd be a good way to get people to come out. Like, hey, you want this kit? Show up. All fans are welcome. You don't have to be cosplaying. Yeah, AX has multiple gatherings. Like Genshin last year had like 3 or 4 gatherings. And it makes you really split on which ones. That reminds me, I was supposed to upload some cosplay. Sign in failed. Send new code. Incorrect password. Oh, no surprise. My biggest nightmare is that I choose a time for the gathering and ends up overlapping with a panel about that franchise. I know! That's the hardest thing, which is conventions don't have their schedules ready until much later, and you never know what to do with your gatherings. And then that's something I really appreciated about when I joined the Niji Sanji gathering last year, which is I joined their Discord server and they had to change their gathering time. But because I was in that server and they have like an announcements dedicated channel, I could keep up to like they announced it probably I think the week of con or something, or like the week before con. It's like, hey, we changed our date or time. This is our new location. And I was able to get that information right away. Because otherwise, it would have been like the gathering host has to contact AX, and then AX has to update their Excel sheet and update their schedule and update their locations. But that's the time and process is not immediate. Even if the decision has been made, it takes a while until it gets reflected in their database. I get it. It's just a process. Yeah, I think you just have to plan for a gathering time. And if something comes up, official panel, official like exhibit or something, then work around it because you're fans and you want to participate in that. I totally get it. You don't want to make people decide between them. That's rude. That's sad. I recently installed another monitor, so it's a good size. I don't know what size it is. But it's been fun because it's at a good level too. It's right at like eye level, a little bit above eye level, so I'm not looking down. I'm looking up, slightly up, and I just like put all the music videos on it, and I get to look at these gorgeous, pretty visuals. This eye stimulation. I'm just like, wow. What if I learned motion graphics instead of working on my cosplays? I was learning to do some, yeah, so I know it's so tempting. Everything is so pretty. I was working on some stream overlay stuff and getting getting it working. It's not like I haven't done any changes to, for example, the other screens. I've only just made this chat screen to see how it's gonna go. But yeah, so I've made a on the BRB screen. I've put it a little text where it shows you what I'm currently streaming, and I could put that onto other scenes as well. Skip, upload, upload photos, cosplay references. Woo, yeah, that's right. I have multiple. I forgot. I forgot how to make a slideshow in OBS. Let's see. Image slideshow. Cosplay ideas. Put it. Oh. Yeah, I remember I had to make a folder. Always play even when not. Stop when not visible. Slide man. Use hotkeys to control slideshows. Image files. Oh, okay, okay. Add files. I can add individual files or to add a directory. I think a directory would be a little bit easier. So let's try files for now. Selecting multiple. Alright. Alright. Okay, what are the hotkeys? Is it left, right? This could be here, that's fine. Oh no, I see, okay. The most tedious and mind-numbing and the most in-demand work for digital workers would probably being a video editor to a content creator. Oh, I have so much respect for video editors. It's because then you have to match the creator's energy and their flow. You know, you have to like do your best to show off what makes them, their personality, their humor, their skills. So you need context, you need to be knowledgeable on what their content is. And then you need the skills to do it. And then the passion and the endurance. It's so hard. Okay. Let me see if I can add Sophia into this one as well. Yeah, major respects for people, you know. Add file. Okay. Delete this one. Hopefully these work. Okay. So these are some of the other cosplays idea that I have in mind but haven't gotten to yet, right? So this one is 8-3 Taichi in Olivia. So 8-3 is a game about actors in live theater, and Taichi plays this woman who marries or gets engaged to multiple men and then swindles them of their money. So that's her. And this is one of her this is her outfit from it. And I really like the costume and I like the premise. The only thing that's holding me back is we don't have a proper full image yet for me to like plan around. I don't know what exactly like what's going on here. It's just all black. I like black clothing, right? But I don't know what's going on. Let me see if I can have let me see if I have another image. I don't really have any other resources. Because, like, they don't have a full body sprite of her, so I don't know what it looks like. Yeah, I'm just waiting until we get a full sprite, then I'll make it. And I have this other, like, this slight little worry, which is this wig color will not look good on me. So I just have to figure out coloration that does. The other one is Ishigami Nozumi's. Oh, this is a different one. This is not her I Show You Show Drops one. Wait, maybe I could find that one. Maybe I could find that one and put it in too. This is her winter outfit one. Just like her winter memories date something outfit. I thought it was just cute. And it's like a casual outfit. So I thought I could make it too. It's her regular wig. So it's not like I have to make a new wig for her. It's just a little bit different accessories. And, oh, maybe I can this is one of her merch that came out. Let me see. Do I have the I Show You Show? That's okay. I don't want to... I have it saved as a PSD. I don't want to open Photoshop right now. This is Farina from Genshin Impact. This is her like idol-y outfit that's from a Hoyo Fest event thing. And I really like this outfit for her. I think I would love to do this one. But sewing this looks out of my skill level. Maybe not. I don't know. It's just a lot of planning. Because she has pinstripes, right? And with pinstripes, you want to get all the stripes in the perfect position, have everything line up nicely. I'm not that skilled yet. If I do Farina, it would be this outfit. I really like this one. And then, last one on this is just... I put Sophia into the carousel, so there she is. Maybe I'll make the other ones, transparent later. Yeah. All the MiHoYo games, I know. Their outfits be crazy. Their default outfits are already kind of crazy. This one's really nice, so I like this one a lot. Green is my favorite. Wait, I can take up the screen. I don't mind that much. Ah, so many cosplay plans, you know. We just gotta get around to it. It's hard to get myself into the swing of things to work on cosplays. So talking about what I want to do is helpful. That it helps me narrow down what I want to do and be like, okay, this is for later, this is for now, this is approachable. Yeah, getting started is the hardest part. Getting myself to my freaking sewing desk is so hard, especially when I've not kept that desk clean and I've just been piling stuff on top of it. But one of the advice I got recently was just like, you know what? If it makes you happy now to like make cosplay, then just shove all the mess on your table into a bag and deal with it later and just make your desk free now for you. I'm like, man, that's really good advice. I just wish my desk wasn't filled with unfinished patterns and like half cut out fabrics that I'll lose track of if I shove it into a bag. And I was like, man, I did this to myself. So I just gotta, neatly put all the patterns and projects into singular Ziploc bags and then shove all of that into a large bag or a box. And then I deal with it later. And for now, I just use my desk and start sewing. Can I have this plate? Play. Oh yeah, it rotates. Oh, okay, that's fine. It's not even the cosplays I'm gonna do. They're just ideas. That's kind of fun. These are just some of the cosplay ideas. So, I could do Tai Chi for anime if it's not crazy. If it's not crazy outfit, I could do it. It's just like mostly black clothing. I just source my closet. I wear black all the time. My favorite color to wear is black. It's also one of my favorite colors. The most color I ever wear is during cosplay. Any thoughts on Madame Z? I like Madame Z. Um, she just hasn't had a lot of screen time. All her screen time has been very impactful, and there's a lot of emotions and things that go into her decision making. But yeah, she hasn't had a lot of screen time. I like her though. She's cool. I need her to get anecdote and like character stories and stuff. The Mattis outfit's so cool. I just need to think about how I would make it. Because the hardest part of Sophia is just the shawl, the crazy. This one. Yeah, I like black outfits. And this is the thing, a lot of the characters I like don't always wear black, so it's just that's me going out of my comfort zone for it. But it's okay, that's me showing my love and paying homage or tribute to my favorite characters, my favorite livers and stuff. At least Sophia's wearing black. But is this part the oh, you can't see my cursor, but the shawl, the wrap thing she has around her is the most detailed. That's gonna be the hardest thing to make. The dress is pretty straightforward. Mm. Ishigami wears a lot of black. One of her outfits says hot pink, hot pink. I don't think hot pink looks bad on me, but it's not a color I wear very much. Kanae wears a lot of white, which sucks. But I like Kanae a lot, so I would wear white for him. Anne wears a good amount of color. Anne wears black. They wear black. They wear pink too. I mean, they wear white. This fashionable person wears anything, looks good. You know, when you're tall and fashionable, you look good in everything. Confidence, confidence. Ro wears black. But it's just a matter of wearing a bunny suit at a con. Some people be weird. Oh, I remember when I was in one of my first, if not the first cosplay group that I was in, it was like meeting a lot of people and it was meeting people and hearing their advice for con and cosplaying at a convention. And then one advice someone gave me, and then that individual, well, we were walking through a really crowded place together. It was like a group of 4 or 5 of us. We were all walking around together, and then they saw like a cosplayer in AX. It's in the main hall outside of entertainment and exhibit. Is that what do they call it? You know that huge atrium that used to be the entrance where a lot of photographers come and take photos of people? And so one person was like not posing for a picture. They were just standing there like talking to a friend or something. And then another photographer comes and takes a picture from behind the cosplayer. And then the person I was with was like, "Hey, don't do that. Someone's taking a picture of you without you knowing. They're behind you." And they like let the cosplayer know. And they talk to the photographer. They're just like, "Don't do that." And and, and I was just I've never like it was my first time to experience it so close. And then the person was telling me, it's like when you're at a con and you're in cosplayer or you see that happening, it's like we have to protect each other and we don't let that happen. So if you see someone do that, you have to say something. And I was like, that's so true. I'm so grateful for the people who look out for others. I know that was seriously inappropriate. Oh wait, I've had that happen to me too. I've just blocked it out of my memory now. There was one time I was at con and um someone was taking a picture of me without my permission, and then one of my staff members noticed it and like immediately like motioned to them, be like, "Hey, you need to ask before you take a picture." And then later on, I found out from someone else that like my picture was being shown around to people as like their phone wallpaper, and they like so that person showed someone their phone wallpaper, and it was me, and I was like, I mean, we reported them and everything, you know. Um, the situation got addressed. I just blocked that out of my memory. I only recalled it now. The person they showed the photo to was like another staff member, and that staff member told me, and I'm so grateful for yeah, like you know, people who look out for each other and people who say something, call them out on it, and yeah, because of them, we're able to get that handled and have con be safer for everyone. I know. I don't know why people don't think. They just take photos and they don't consider how the other person may feel. And if they're like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? They say no. It's like, yeah, they say no. That's it. You don't take a picture. You just tell them you love their cosplay and you go on with your life. That's all you can really do. You could maybe, it's like, oh, do you post on social media? I'll like share or retweet your picture after. Like, yeah, that's fine too. Or if they're just there to exist and so no one can see them, that's fine. That's totally fine too. They're just there to have fun. There's getting chain, yeah. But when one photographer takes a picture of you and then other photographers come up as well, it it does kind of suck. It does. I get it. If you have someone else, you either stick up for yourself, and be like, oh, I thank you for taking pictures. I have to go now. You just leave, go on about your day. If you have a buddy, if you have a handler with you, that's when the homie comes in and just like starts covering you and be like, okay, we have to leave now. Or like you hand them their bags back and then you just start moving. The new technique you learn is just counting down really loudly. That's really smart. Okay, get your photos in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bye. Oh yeah, gatherings too, do your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, change pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, change pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, next group. Yeah, I think the countdown works. It's very polite. It's a warning for them. Oh, if everyone could have a handler at con, it'd be perfect. It's hard to have handlers. Oftentimes, it's just cosplayers being each other's handlers. Like sometimes if it's like a group of cosplayers being each other handlers, then you have like this really just nice family who's going to like con for like their like first few times, and they're like, oh, your cosplays look so cool. Can we get a picture of all of you together? And you're all from different series and you didn't expect that, and you're like, sure. But because you don't have a handler now, you just all throw your stuff on the ground and then you take your picture together and hope no one takes your stuff. Oh my gosh. I don't have what it takes to play Monster Hunter Wild. So are you enjoying it? I'm excited to see the cosplays that come out. Dude, freaking insane. I've seen people do the character creators. There's two factions of people. People who put 5 hours into character creator, and then people who put bajillion hours into hunting for the perfect gear. A lot of people I know are like fashion hunters. Yes. Exploded your computer. Oh no. I'm so sorry. It would definitely do that to my computer. It cannot take it. No one has hands. I'm holding a giant ass swax, man. No, I'm excited to see. I've always wanted to play Monster Hunter. I tried playing Rise. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it. I like gathering too. That's a problem. I like to just when I play Final Fantasy 14, I play on trial. My highest class is botanist because I just like to go around and collect stuff from the trees and the shrubs. And then I level up my lancer so I can reach new areas to forage from. I just like playing foraging. Yeah, I never got far in Rise because I wasn't good at hunting. But I would love to try and make a Monster Hunter cosplay one day. There's so many incredible people, dude. Just like I know 3D printing's getting more and more popular, but I've always started my cosplay on foam. I'm very biased. Not biased, but it's not that I think one's superior over the other. I just mean like foam is my material of choice. And I like watching a lot of foam like videos and watching people make things out of it. And it's like, oh, like wow, that was a block of foam and now it's a scale and you've made 5,000 scales. Wow. Really, really cool. It's so. I've heard people can do 3D printing with foam now. I don't know if that's real. I don't know if it's real or not. That's just sounded crazy. Unless you can print 5,000 scales, then that's cool. No, the thing that sucks though is no matter what we're using, whether it be 3D printing or foam, you just gotta be safe, you know? You gotta be smart about how you use those materials. Do it out. Do your sanding outside, wear a mask, wear goggles, don't do it near food. Stuff is dangerous. Do it outside. Oh, what's that? Squint your eyes and hold your breath. I'm guilty of that. Don't do that. I know. I've done that before too. I'm gonna admit it. Do all your painting outside, everyone. Wear a mask. Be safe. Hmm. Oh yeah. I would love to be better. My dream, like the far, far dream in the future, I want to make a Monster Hunter cosplay that I'm so proud of and just be like, I did that. I made this crazy ass thing. And then the other one is doing a Final Fantasy 14 cosplay of my Warrior of Light. Is like live my best life and be like, that's me in game, or that's my character, and then like I've accomplished these story feats, and I'm just like a level 99 botanist or whatever, and like that's me. Hmm. Let's see, what else can I do for cosplay right now? What else can I think of? If I narrow down my list, I mean, the list right now isn't bad, right? I just gotta work on it. I just gotta motivate myself to work on the cosplays. So I'm not sure how I'm getting myself to do that. If I do something like every week post a whip on this day, is that too much pressure on myself? But also, I'm just waiting for parts to come in. I'm waiting for wig to arrive. I'm waiting for cosplays to arrive. I have to do a lot of fabric research too. I can't just go in the store and buy it now. And I don't live in a place where we have plentiful, like local fabric shops as well. Build days with buddies as well helps. Yeah, I agree. That's really whenever like someone's up, there's someone's on, and you're like, yeah, let's work on things together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then do that. My friends have those days. But my friends be building Gunpla. It's not this. If they're building Gunpla and I'm on the floor, like the floor cutting fabric, it's not the same. I mean, it's fine too. I just require more space then, and I make a very different mess. There's like fibers everywhere. I do want more cosplay friends. I want more local cosplay friends. I've been trying to slowly get my friends into cosplaying though. It's working a little bit. A lot of my friends be like into Hololive, and they're just like, "Oh, that's so cool! I'd love to cosplay that." And then like I me like turn my head and like stare at them and like wide eyes emoji and just be like, "Do you want to work on cosplay?" I heard. Help my friends work on some wigs and stuff. That was fun. Whoa, 8 p.m. already. 8 p.m. Oh, we do be having that daylight savings. Okay. I might call it for stream soon, because I gotta eat. Okay. Next stream, I don't know. Hopefully I come back, I have updates on cosplay things. But until then, I'll do my best to sort my brain. I gotta recover first from, you know, not eating enough. You're gonna say something but you forgot? Oh no! Sure, it'll come back. If it's important, it'll come back. Yeah, I gotta do my best to recover, take care of myself, eat enough, and then once I eat enough, I have more brain power, I can work on things. And I can clean. So, I'll work on that. Work on bettering my health. And hope all of you take care as well. You know, may you always eat well, rest well. Look after yourself, stay warm, stay dry. Be creative, get some progress in. Cause next time I stream, let's check in on each other to see how we're doing. Thank you. Everyone eat good food, okay guys? Everyone eat good food. Okay. Until next stream, I hope you all take care. I'll see you all next time. Bye. See ya. Bye. Yes. Sorry. Feel free to share your idea and then I'll head off. If it has come back to you. Not good to do it once a day. Oh, no. Yeah, I think that accountability is too high. Like, maybe once a week. Yeah, exactly. Okay, friends, once a week. I stream about at least once a week. Okay, next week, or next stream, we'll check in next time, okay, everyone? You know, like, imagine me doing the thing where, like, point my eyes, you know, like, the 2 eyes on me, then 2 eyes on you. Eye contact, okay? Keep each other accountable. Post your whips. Okay. Until then, bye-bye. See ya. For real.